Edition continues.
Join us all season long for St. Louis Cardinals baseball.
Cardinal baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
Another slow start for direct cash cattle trade and cash hog business. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity has been relatively quiet. Bids have surfaced in Nebraska at $305, well below last week's business. Asking prices are around $188 to $190 live in the south, but still haven't been established in the north. It could be late Thursday or well into Friday before significant trade volume develops. Boxed beef is lower at midday with light demand for moderate offerings. Choice down $1.68 at $314.13. Select is 15 cents lower at $299.47. At the Lally Brothers Livestock Market in Missouri, steer calves under 650 pounds and heifer calves under 600 pounds were lightly tested and sold with a firm undertone. There were a few packages of 650 to 700 pound steers that sold with a higher undertone. The best test was on 650 to 700 pound heifers with 2 pot loads steady to $4 lower than the most recent sale. Receipts were down on the year. Medium and large one feeder steer 650 to 676 pounds brought $304.50 to $314.50. Feeder steer 733 pounds brought $287. Medium and large on feeder heifer 603 to 604 pounds brought $309.10. And feeder heifer 677 to 689 pounds brought $271 to $279.75. Cash hog prices were not reported at midday due to confidentiality, but had solid negotiated purchases. Global demand for U.S. pork continues to be a bright spot for the market, helping provide some price support. That strong demand is forcing processors at times to get more aggressive in their procurement efforts and bid up to move needed numbers. Hog weights are down again this week to 281.6 pounds. That's a 1.1 pound decline on the week, but are still running 4.6 pounds above year-ago levels. The industry continues to monitor the availability of market-ready hogs. The 5-day rolling average at the National Daily Direct is $81.43, and the 5-day rolling average at the Eastern Corn Belt is $80.35. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at $55. At Illinois, slaughter-style prices were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $43 to $55. Bears and gilts were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $48 to $58. And pork values are firm at midday, up 33 cents at $102.64. Bellies and butts are both higher. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Having enough food is a concern for many Missouri families, and it isn't restricted to rural or urban areas. Missouri Farmers Care Drive to Feed Kids opens the door for every Missourian to make a difference in the fight against hunger in our state. All proceeds are dedicated to feeding Missouri's network food banks, who work daily to alleviate hunger. Visit mofarmerscare.com/drive to learn more and join the effort.
When challenging conditions arise, we don't back down. We up our game. Outpacing the competition with innovations fueled by Bayer's R&D, keeping you equipped with an expanded portfolio, elite genetics, and additional local test plots. Channel leads the field, so you can rise above. See how you can save at channel.com/finance24. Read and follow pesticide label directions, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
Missourians are getting older, and the state is developing a master plan on aging with a survey that is coming out soon. So let's learn more about this plan. This is Mindy Ulstead, a bureau chief with the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services. Why has Missouri chosen to develop a master plan on aging?
Missouri, like the rest of the nation, is aging, and data has shown us that by 2034, older adults will outnumber children for the first time in our history. The data continues to show that by 2060, older adults will outnumber children by a great amount. We're trying to be proactive in planning for this aging population, and you can find the information on our website at health.mo.gov/aging. The phone number they can call to get help with the survey is 855-773-0665.
Mindy Ulstead with the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services. Looking forward to finding out more about these results, this master plan on aging.
at KSMO. That's been the Brownfield commentary and livestock reporting brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. We appreciate you joining us. And this look at updated funeral announcements brought to you by Your World Today. 4 pages of news you can use, and it only takes you about 5 minutes to read. And it's online at KSMOradio.com. Your World Today in Salem and in Bunker. We're proud to announce we have no updated funeral announcements to bring you at this time, so we're going to venture into local news shortly right here on KSMO. And this look at the updated funeral announcements brought to you by Your World Today.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Votes, and also 8 votes caused by casting members by the Libertarian Party. Dent County had a total of 3,455 votes casted, which is 34.28% of the registered voters. Only the contested races are presented in this article. It is important to note the results presented are unofficial. All the local contested races in Dent County are for the Republican Party. In the 1st District Commissioner race, Keith Green edged out incumbent West Mowbray by 35 votes, 763 to 731 votes. In the 2nd District Commissioner race, Jimmy Williams was the leading vote getter with 684 votes, followed by incumbent Gary Polk, who received 485 votes. And Denver Ellis, who received 349 votes. In the Dent County Sheriff's primary, incumbent Bob Wells won with 1,762 votes over Michael Loveday's 1,310 votes. And the Dent County Assessor's race, Alicia Brooksire received 1,602 votes to defeat incumbent Jamie Homemeyer, who captured 1,405 votes. In the U.S. congressional race for the 8th District primary for the Republican Party, incumbent Jason Smith won with 98,118 votes over James Snyder's 10,977 votes, and Grant Heithold's 10,139 votes. And for the Democrats, Randy McCallion won the primary with her 12,558 votes over challenger Franklin Delano Ross II, who received 5,276 votes. In the primary race for the Republican candidate to run for state representative District 120th seat, John Yukin had 4,800 votes and defeated Lancer Blair, who took in 1,787 votes. In the Merrimack East Township Committee primary, Tim Bell's 30 votes narrowly beat James D. Crocker's 28 votes, while there were 4 write-in votes. The general election will be held November the 5th. An accident happened on Interstate 44 westbound near the 181-mile marker at 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon. According to the Highway Patrol report, a westbound 2015 Chevrolet Silverado driven by 60-year-old Scott Jackson of Rolla, Missouri, went off the right side of the roadway and struck a rock wall. Jackson suffered minor injuries and was taken to Phelps Health by a private conveyance. He was wearing a seat restraint at the time of the accident. The 2015 Chevy Silverado had moderate damage and was removed from the scene by CNC Towing. An accident occurred in Phelps County Monday night at 9:53 at County Road 4030 and County Road 4010. According to the Highway Patrol report, a northbound 2024 Polaris RZR, operated by 19-year-old Logan King of Rolla, failed to negotiate a curve, traveled off the right side of the roadway, became airborne, and overturned before striking a tree. A passenger, 18-year-old Aubrey Reeves of Vienna, suffered moderate injuries and was transported by Phelps Health Ambulance District to the Phelps Health Hospital in Rolla. The report did state that both Reeves and King were wearing safety devices at the time of the accident. Polaris sustained moderate damage. It was removed from the scene by Tunes Towing. An accident happened Tuesday morning at 5:15 in Crawford County at I-44 at the 208.8-mile marker. According to the Highway Patrol report, a westbound 2016 International operated by Andrew Westerman of St. Louis traveled off the left side of the roadway and overturned. Westerman suffered serious injuries and was transported to Mercy Hospital in Creve Coeur by the North Crawford EMS. Reports stated that the driver was wearing a safety restraint at the time of the accident. The International was totaled and secured roadside, awaiting removal by Chris & Sons Towing. The Highway Patrol is assisted by the Cuba Police Department and the Crawford County Sheriff's Office. We're calling all mud bugs. Mark your calendar for tomorrow afternoon from 2 to 3:30 for Nature's Magic at the Bone Break Center of Nature and History. In this enchanting session, kids will delve into the fascinating transformations in nature, some swift and others gradual, that seem almost magical. Participants will also get to craft their very own magic wands to take home. The activities are designed for children aged 6 through 12, but everyone is welcome to join the fun. Parents, please make sure to accompany your children. The last campfire and weenie roast of the year will be held on August 15th, a Thursday evening at 5:30. This will be an evening of fun and food as we bid farewell to another wonderful mudbug season. Well, August has arrived, and with it is the 2024-2025 school year. Missouri State Highway Patrol would like to encourage parents to include conversations about safety when they're preparing their students for school. It's also important that drivers be prepared for the change in traffic patterns as students begin another year of instruction. In 2023, 4 people were killed and 403 injured in traffic crashes involving a school bus. In Missouri last year, a total of 877 traffic crashes involved school buses. Troopers hope everyone will review these safety tips. Students who are walking to school should stay alert, cross the street at intersections or marked crosswalks, and never between parked cars. Make eye contact with the drivers when crossing the street to make sure they see you. Use sidewalks when they are available. If it is necessary to walk on the roadway, stay close to the left edge and step off to the left when traffic approaches. Never dash into a street after a friend to retrieve homework or something else. Riding a bicycle to school is also a fun way to travel, but if you're riding your bike, be sure to wear a helmet and obey all traffic signs and signals. Ride as near the right side of the roadway as is safe, and use the proper hand signals when you plan to change directions, slow, or stop. Never carry passengers. Keep both hands on the handlebars except when signaling. Also, it's important to maintain your bicycle in good condition. If you ride a school bus, check the weather and then dress accordingly. Wait in line for the bus on the shoulder or sidewalk. Use a handrail when getting on or off the bus, and never try to retrieve items that fall onto the bus. Alert your bus driver. Walk at least 10 feet in front of the bus when crossing the street. Sit quietly on the bus and keep the aisle clear. If anything goes wrong, stay calm and follow the instructions of the bus driver. Most traffic crashes involving young drivers under the age of 21 occur between 3 and 4 o'clock when school typically lets out. Many of these drivers are young and inexperienced, and so parents, it's important to encourage those young drivers to remember driving is a full-time job. Using a cell phone, texting, or adjusting the radio can be a distraction that leads to a traffic crash. It's also against the law. Parents are encouraged to talk to their children about riding a bus, walking, or driving to school in a safe manner. If they do ride a bike, please make sure they wear a helmet and follow traffic laws. We've got more in the form of sports and weather all on the way. Keep it here, KSMO Radio.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan or can't afford to go away to college? Or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University Salem campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
Being there, every minute, year after year. As your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, it's not just our way of doing business, it's our way of life, providing the energy our community relies on every day. And as a Touchstone Energy Cooperative member, that means value that goes far beyond the energy we provide. It's value you can't really put a price on.
We are Missouri's electric cooperatives. Learn more at membersfirst.coop today.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle.
Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle. This back-to-school season, Tide and Downy are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. US/DC 17+. End September 30th. Rules. Tide.com/scholarship/official rules.
Need your windshield replaced or have a chip in that windshield? Call Jadwin & Smith Auto Body and Auto Care at 729-3900 and let Tim set up an appointment for you and get this taken care of. Or if you've had a fender bender or crashed your vehicle, Jadwin & Smith Auto Body and Auto Care can handle all your auto body needs. Take your vehicle to Jadwin & Smith Auto Body and Auto Care at 1202 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem, across from Walmart, locally owned by Tim and Wendy Smith, Jadwin & Smith Auto Body and Auto Care. At KSMO Radio, now time for sports news, brought to you as a courtesy of all of us here at KSMO Radio. St. Louis Cardinals trailed 2-0, got 4 runs in the 4th inning and a couple of home runs by Walter Scott II and, of course, Tommy Pham, who came over in that trade 8 days ago, and they ended up defeating the Tampa Bay Rays by a final score of 4-3. The Cardinals broke their 2-game losing streak with that win, and they will be back in action tonight. 5:50 pregame show, 6:45. Game time against the Tampa Bay Rays. Kansas City Royals battled the Boston Red Sox and fell by a score of 6-5 at home. Already down in the series, they have lost that series to Boston by losing the first 2 games, and they'll take on those Red Sox again tonight. That game will start 7:10 at the Big K in Kansas City. And coming up next here, KSMO's more sports news from the Missouri Net, right here on KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station.
Missouri Nut Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. After off-season troubles, Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice says with the threat of suspension, being at camp is very important.
Just because I get to be out here, still be a part of my team, and we get to dominate and focus on our goal this year.
Rice's potential suspension by the NFL is a dark cloud looming over Chiefs camp, but Rice would not comment.
That's a legal process, and my team is handling it off the field for me.
Rice knows through all of it, he has one man in his corner. His quarterback, Patrick Mahomes.
He's been very important. He's there for me, whenever I need him on or off the field. He's only a call away, and he's always going to pick up my call, so I got him.
The Chiefs have one last practice that they're just finishing up, and then they're getting ready for Saturday's game at Jacksonville. What a welcome back to the majors for Victor Scott.
Swing and a high fly ball lifted toward right. Now back to the warning track, leaping try, it's gone!
Bally Sports Midwest first major league home run for Victor. That came in a second inning that saw two-run homers. His first, and then Tommy Pham added a 2-run shot later. The Cardinals held on for a 4-3 win and a magical night for Victor.
It's unbelievable. I don't know what to compare it to, honestly, but it's almost like my first hit feeling, but except it was a home run this time, so that was awesome. Had my parents in attendance too, so that was pretty cool for them to be here as well.
And the Royals losing their wild card lead to Boston, dropping their second in a row to the Red Sox 6-5. Matt Quattro's club has seen their lead for the final wild card spot in the American League cut to a half game.
Yeah, we do belong in these games. I mean, this is the big leagues. You know, any team's going to be in a game any night. You have a chance to win both of these games. We didn't. It's frustrating, but we have a chance to beat them again tomorrow.
The Royals will turn to Cole Reagans in this series finale, and the Cardinals and Rays game 2 of their series will see Eric Fetty, his second start with St. Louis. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net.
Are you ready to shape the future? Your voice matters. Missouri is crafting its master plan on aging, and we want to hear from you. Visit health.mo.gov/aging to help shape the future for Missouri. Take the statewide needs assessment survey. Your voice counts. Together, we can create a vibrant, inclusive future for all generations. Your input is crucial. Visit the website today and share your thoughts on aging in Missouri. Sponsored by the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services.
It seems like just yesterday they were babies, and now they're getting ready for a new school year. You do anything to protect them, then and now. Part of getting ready for school is making sure your child is up to date on recommended vaccines to help protect them from potentially life-threatening diseases. Before school, children and teens need vaccines. See if your child is up to date on immunizations at moimmunize.org.
This back-to-school message from Missouri Immunization Coalition.
We call it America's pastime, the great game of baseball.
In Cardinals Nation, it's the fabric of our community.
It's the Gas House Gang, Stan the Man, the Old Redhead, Ozzie, Yachty, Waino, and now Arenado.
Cardinals baseball is part of what makes us, us. St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Cardinal baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
Natural gas is one of the safest energy resources used today, but leaks can occur.
Rotten eggs. That's just one sign of a gas leak in your home. If you smell rotten eggs or hear a high-pitched whistle in your home, leave immediately and call the gas company from a different location.
So the professionals can track down the leak and ensure your safety.
Just trust your nose and leave the house. Leave it to the professionals to track it down.
If you smell gas, leave fast.
This message courtesy of Mango, Missouri's Association of Natural Gas Operators.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you're always looking for ways to position your operation to create opportunities and move on them faster. With Bank of America, you get access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America, N.A.
ADM Regenerations is the industry's leading program for rewarding ag producers for conservation practices on their farms. ADM makes it easy to enroll and participate. There are no long-term commitments, and we pay generously for practices like cover crops, emission scoring, no-till, and nutrient management practices. ADM appreciates all you do to protect your land and legacy, and we believe you should be rewarded for it. To learn more about your state's incentives, visit admregenerations.com.
At KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. If I just stick around, we got some statewide news coming up from the Missouri Net. We'll follow that up with a look at weather, and then our crossover section of our day comes your way between 1 and 3 o'clock right here at KSMO with outstanding music from Steve Winwood, Jim Croce, Seals and Crofts, Glenn Fry, so much more. Keep it right here, KSMO, your hometown radio station.
Out of of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMORadio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today. They're free.
Town & Country Bank brings you this message. Shopping online at your favorite shop at a public Wi-Fi hotspot may seem the perfect way to multitask. However, it's a risky proposition that could jeopardize your online security. Public Wi-Fi is a prime target for cyber criminals looking to steal your personal information. So it's strongly recommended that you avoid making any purchases via public Wi-Fi. Instead, always opt for a VPN or use your phone as a hotspot to keep your online shopping experience secure and stress-free. Town & Country Bank, member FDIC.
With News on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffin. A medical examiner in Illinois has disclosed what caused a girl from southwestern Missouri to die during an airline flight. The Peoria County, Illinois Coroner's Office says 8-year-old Sydney Weston died of complications from chronic inflammation of her adrenal glands, according to News Nation in Springfield. Sydney was on a United Airlines flight from Joplin to Chicago on June 13th when she suffered a medical emergency. Missouri Congresswoman Cori Bush has lost her bid for re-election. St. Louis County Prosecutor Wesley Bell defeated Bush in the Democratic nomination for the 1st Congressional District.
In Congress, I will never forget why I was elected in the first place. That's to deliver results for you.
Bell will take on a Republican and a Libertarian in November's general election. And the University of Missouri is hosting Fan Night and Flick on Faroe on Saturday, August 17th at Memorial Stadium in mid-Missouri's Columbia. The event kicks off with an open Mizzou football practice ahead of the upcoming college football season. This is Missouri Net.
University of Missouri encourages you to eat smart, like a tiger. Buy fruits and vegetables that are in season for maximum flavor at a lower cost. Check your local supermarket specials for the best in-season buys or visit your local farmer's market. Find more tips like this at muext.us/Eat Smart Like a Tiger. This message was funded by USDA SNAP.
Healthcare.gov is here for you when life happens. If you lost your health coverage because of turning 26, going off Medicaid, leaving your job, or moving, you could be eligible to enroll in new coverage now. And if you need to update your coverage because of marriage or having a baby, you could also be eligible. But don't wait. There's a limited time to enroll. Check your eligibility at healthcare.gov today. Life happens. Get covered. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem License Office, Roberts Judson Lumber Company, and the Main Street Country Corner Cafe, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Townscreen in Salem.
Have you lost Mo HealthNet? At healthcare.gov, you can find a low-cost, quality health plan.
Do plans cover doctor visits?
What about emergency care?
And prescriptions?
All covered and more. Plus, with the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Your station for Salem High School sports, KSMO, Salem.
Is credit card debt weighing you down? Are you losing sleep at night worrying about how much you owe? Have you ever used one credit card to pay off another credit card, just prolonging the problem? You're not alone. Half of all Americans are dealing with troubling credit card debt. But there is an answer. Zero Debt USA has proven strategies to eliminate that troubling credit card interest and get you out of debt fast. They can often get your monthly payment down to less than half of what you're currently paying. Work with a company that can help. Visit ZeroDebtUSA.com. Again, ZeroDebtUSA.com.
It's hard to believe, but orientation for the new school year is coming up, and there are some things you still need to check off the list before your child is ready. Notebooks, folders, backpacks, immunizations. Yep, those are on the list too. The Missouri Immunization Coalition is reminding you to visit your local health provider before school starts for immunizations to protect your child. If you're unsure whether your child is up to date on recommended vaccines, visit moimmunize.org.
You've got the school supplies. Don't forget to immunize.
At KSMO, let's take a look at that forecast the rest of the afternoon. Well, we're still going to have some clouds early this afternoon, but by late this afternoon, some sunshine will make its way out. Guaranteed some sunshine and a high of 81 with a northerly breeze. Clear skies tonight, low of 60 with northeast winds. Sunshine tomorrow will be a little bit warmer, up around 85 with a light northerly breeze that will be about 5 to 10 miles an hour by late morning. Partly cloudy Thursday night, low 62. Again, winds out of the north. Great day Friday, sunny and a high of 78. Winds northerly 5 to 10. Clear Friday night, low of 55, and sunny Saturday, a high of 77 degrees. And right now here at KSMO Radio, 71 degrees. We do have winds out of the north at 8 miles an hour. It's still cloudy here at KSMO Radio and very, very comfortable. And with that wind, it feels right now like about 69. So not really a big difference, but very comfortable. At KSMO Radio, that look at weather brought to you by Titan Paving and Drainage. You know, Don Mutz and his crew do an incredible job of being able to divert water away from your property. We have foundation, sidewalks, driveways, maybe decks, some foundations, maybe supports, maybe things you don't want to have erode, like gardens. Let him solve problems that you might have in your yard. Get in touch with Don Mutz, 453-6379 or 6462, and let him take care of you. That's 573-453-6379 or 573-453-6462. Don Mutz and Titan Paving and Drainage. Let them tighten up your property.
Most contractors, when building a structure, do not consider the damage stormwater can create in the long run, which is